Hello everyone, welcome. I'm going to show you in this passport size notebook how to decorate the pages of your journal. So this has white pages, so this is ideal for show you exactly how it will look like. I'm gonna put this paper clip here and let's get started. So washi tape is the first option that you can use. You can use in the half of the page or the full page. It will always look good. So this is a good idea. I don't need to use that in my journal because you already saw that. Another idea is using book pages. So here I can rip this one. I'm just trying to take like all the white parts and like the ones that are not have nothing writing or the title or things that I don't want to do. You can use that rip it, or you can use that like cutting in a perfect square or rectangle. So I'm going to ink the edges of this so it looks more vintage. You don't have to do that, but sometimes it looks better like that. So I'm gonna add some, but sometimes I just use the book pages just like they are. I'm gonna show you my notebook with another example of that, and in that one the borders of my book page are neat. So I'm gonna show you here. There you go, it's perfect, see, and it still looks beautiful. This one needs a little bit more ink, so I'm gonna add a little bit more ink here, and I think it gives the idea of something vintage, and I really like that. I think that should be enough, and I'm gonna paste that here. See, the page already has something that tells something about the story that I'm going to write about in that one and that page. So I really like using book pages a lot, and I'm gonna cut it up here, and it looks just perfect. Then we're gonna go to another page to show you another way to decorate your pages here. It looks perfect. I love it. So another one, it's one of my favorites actually. You're gonna need some tape, duct tape. I'm going to use duct tape here. So you just paste that in the edge of your page, and we're gonna use stencil. Stencil is one of my favorite things to use. I bought this one for like $1, and the brush that I use to apply the ink is also very cheap. I got that from $1 at the dollar store. And I have in my journal some examples that I want to show you, that also when I also apply stencil to other things, so you will see how rich and beautiful it looks like always. No matter what you do with that, it just looks so pretty. So here are some examples. Here is one, and here is another one. It just looks pretty always. So what happens if you don't have a stencil or you don't want to buy one? So you can make your own stencil. This one is a disposable one that I do. So I just get a sheet of paper. I have a lot of music paper, so I'm gonna use this one. Just cut a strip from there. And do you remember when you were a kid and you made like this paper men, like folding the paper back and forth, back and forth? So do that with your paper, and you're gonna create a pattern in there. So the finest the cut is, the better it is. So I'm gonna cut a very simple shape. Yeah, it's very useful. It's a very Greek embellishment that I always have in mind. So you cut a small rectangle here, very finest. The finest the lines are, the better the design is. So I'm gonna cut a little bit like leaves, one leaf that is bigger than the other one, and it will be easy to do. There you go, one, and the other one should be smaller. I mean, I'm doing this just however, but you can actually draw in there. So after that, I'm gonna paste that below the duct tape. This is gonna be disposable because the paper always gets stuck in there, and then it's very useful unless you do that in a more durable material like plastic or something like that, but it doesn't really worth it. So then you apply the ink, and you'll see the final result. It's very, very nice. This is a simple design, but sometimes I did something more complex. It depends on your taste. So here you go. I think it's done. And there you go. This is the design that we made. This is just something that you can use. Okay, you dispose from that. You can see the border there. I think it's good. Let's try another idea to decorate your edges. And I also like this one. Let me get my materials here. So what we're gonna do is use magazines, cutouts from there. So this is a magazine that I'm gonna use, and this is another one. It's very simple. You can just cut it up, some colors that you really like, and add that. It's a replacement of washi tape, or you can combine that with another thing like washi tape, book pages, or whatever. I like this color, and you can use that in the edge of your journal, or you can combine that with a book. I really want to combine that with my book edge, that I put this here, so in the middle it looks just fine. See, it looks kind of different, so I'm gonna paste that there, and I think it's a really cute idea. But you can use, I mean, if you find better designs, you just can use that as along in the edge of your journal, and it will be just fine. Okay, so the other technique that I use that I really love, and I haven't seen many people doing that, but I do that pretty often actually, is cutting up some small color paper from the magazines and combine them in a collage. So this is like pretty much junk journal. It has pretty, some neutral colors here, so I'm gonna cut small rectangles from there, like the gray here, the kind of creamy color. This has more colors that I can get. As you go, see this black one kind of looks good, so just cut it up. You don't have to be precise, you just need some colors. I like this one. It has a little bit of something there that I really like. Oh, and I like this green. So we're gonna use all of them. So after that, you just accommodate the pieces and make a collage. See, it's very beautiful. Normally you don't have to do a lot of work in there, because when they send you this kind of stuff, the journal or the magazine already has usually combined colors. They combine colors to make it look beautiful to your eyes, so you really don't have to do much. So you can do this. I really like doing that, so I think that the combination is right, and I'm gonna paste it. So I just have to remember the order. I think that one looks good. So okay, I'm gonna paste this one here. I start with the white one, and then black. You can cut the edges a little bit if you don't like it. There you go. And then this one is my favorite piece, but I'm gonna use as a background, because the other cream piece that has like a little bit of brown purple, it should be the main piece here, because it has a combination of two colors, so it's not that simple. So just cut here a little bit more. There you go. This is better. And give me a second. I'm sorry, I had to leave because my baby was calling me. So I have to cut this here. And I think that's fine. And then I'm gonna paste this one and put that back in my journal. So you have very nice Asian, like kind of a collage that has very combinable colors. So we're gonna do another page now. Oh, you can use also plants, real plants here. I wanted to show you this just because I don't have real plants that long right now, but during spring you will have a lot of them, so you should try that one too. I like this other technique too. We're gonna use, it's very simple. You need a lot of duct tape, but just a lot of that. So it's very easy because the only thing that you have to do is just do your stamp and just go ahead and stamp. So I'm trying to do a pattern here, but I made a mistake, so just go ahead and try to complete the blank spaces. It's very easy. See, and it's perfect. It just looks so pretty. So stamps are perfect for that too. Let's try the next one. We're gonna do in another page now. So this one is a little bit more complex. We're gonna use some paper that has some contrast. So I'm gonna use this. This is wrapping paper, brown wrapping paper. And I'm gonna cut it up in like kind of a line because I really want to use a line and the contrast with what I'm going to do. So normally I really like using lace paper, but I understand that if you have a lace paper or you have lace from fabric, it should be ideal. That's a way that I wanted to show you. But sometimes it's difficult to have that. So if you don't have that, I want to show you this idea. Just pretty much similar to the idea of doing your stencil. So you just fold paper back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then you just cut a pattern with that. So something that I really like using to that is a hole punch. So you just cut the paper here. I'm sorry, I'm just going back and forth because my baby is calling me and I just have to come back. Sorry about that. So I'm just cutting. I keep cutting the paper in the edges, so you can see that I make kind of an hexagon here, and then I'm going to get the hole punch and kind of make like small holes in the edges, or you can do whatever. Started with this punch, but you can use, as I said, the hole punch or whatever you want. Sometimes you can draw. If you draw something, it just gets a lot better. But I don't feel like doing that right now because I don't have so much time. So I'm going to use just that. See, you can see the pattern now here. It just looks so different. It looks kind of a fabric, kind of, you really don't know. It's just something different and it's unique. So just cut something to make a contrast with the white paper that I just cut. I'm cutting the edges here so it looks more interesting. And then I'm going to cut it up too, so I can put that in the middle. Get a little bit smaller and do it again. I'm sorry, I just keep cleaning up and I can't help it. Then I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to paste the other one in the middle so it looks like a contrast there. There you go. You can use also like a real lace. And I mean, using real lace, there is not much to say. You just cut the fabric or cut the paper lace and you just paste it out. But with this one, I just wanted to show you how you can do that yourself if you don't have any of those elements, and it will be still look nice and natural. Even if you don't have any idea of the design, even if you just try whatever because you are just too busy like I am right now, I just think that it looks good. And if it breaks up, it's just fine. Just keep pasting and it will look just fine. I think it's all about having fun when you're decorating your journals. I'm just showing you some elements that you can choose, but just have fun. So I'm gonna show you now another idea. We're gonna turn to another page. Here, I'm gonna cut here. And then this other one is also very fun. Here you go. And again, you need to use duct tape. Here you go. And it's about doodling. I don't know if you like it, but I really, really like it. I think it's very, very neat, and I think it's very classy. I think it's very easy to do. And one of my favorite doodles is doing leaves. Just getting some branches from wherever you feel like. And it's just kind of relaxing and very, very classy, especially when you do black and white. It's just so pretty. It can be an easier and prettier way to decorate your edges. And I normally, when I do this, as you can see in the other decorations, I do just in one side because sometimes I can change the color in the other side of the page. But when I'm doing doodles, I usually do in both parts of the page just because it looks so balanced when you're doing that. I might do another day some more doodles like in the upper part and in the down part of the, the spread, but by right now I'm just gonna do this in the two sides. You can see now in the left side how it looks like. And as you can see, I'm not following a pattern. I'm just doing whatever I feel like. Just let my hand to do that. And maybe you don't see that because it's not so sharp or so close the image, but it's not perfect. I'm just having fun and just letting these leaves show me the way. And look, even if you don't draw anything fine, I mean, believe me that the three leaves branch are the easiest thing that you can do, and you will have so much fun. And it looks so pretty, don't you think so? I just really love doodling. So let's do this other one now. Again, let's go to this page. And again, we're going to need duct tape. So for this one, I'm going to use a technique that I really don't use much because I really feel like it's kind of hard to me to do. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use something, this lace that I made, kind of lace that I made before this pattern, let's say. And I'm gonna use ink. So if you are into art journaling, this may be useful for you. You just get the ink pad and just go ahead and put that all the way in your page directly, not brush, nothing. So once you do that and you just go back and forth, when you leave it, it just looks like kind of a negative of a picture. And you just can go ahead and just go and move a little bit around your pattern. It just looks like a negative. Don't think it's perfect. If you're doing art journaling, I do recommend you to do that. If not, you can add just like dry leaves or whatever, and it will look just pretty. I just did that, but it's just an idea. And now finally, this is the last idea that I'm gonna give you, and it's the basic watercolor. You can have endless ideas and endless applications for watercolor, but this one that I'm gonna show you is really simple. So I'm gonna use again duct tape to put in my page. And so one of my favorite colors is like this greenish, bluish, I don't know what color, how to describe that, but kind of think I like the combination of blue and green. I really love that. It's just my favorite color, I think. And I'm going to apply all the way to the top. You can do, many colors. You can do patterns. You can do whatever you want. But I'm going to use just that. Oh, I should have put paper below. I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, this is a good technique. Do that. Do put something, because if not, it will go to the other pages. But anyways. So you just apply that, easy peasy. And something that I love using to embellish that, before I take out the tape, um, is using a stamp. You can use a stamp like a pattern and all in the top of the watercolor, or you can just like a small embellishment that like in the upper part or in the lower part. It depends. I'm just going to use this in the lower part here. I'm gonna stamp here, and it just looks so pretty. I love it. So watercolor is also a way that you can just, if you need some color in your page and you don't have it, you can just go ahead and just watercolor. It will never look bad. Don't you think it just looks so pretty? I love it. I love the effect. So you can see all the things that we have done here, and they just look so pretty, and they basically are somehow better than washi tape. I really like to doing this stuff. And this is a pre-decoration of my pages, but so I'm gonna use this sometime, and I will show you when I do. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please consider subscribing and like the video. I will really appreciate that. Thank you so much.